Hi, welcome back. Today is 16th of November 2025. Today is a Sunday. This is a live broadcast from Kuala Lumpur. Let me turn on the mic. Okay, now today in this episode, I'm trying to let you know the latest update on MM2H. Okay, in November. Now, last month, October 2025. Now, I tried to help several applicants to apply the MM2H. Now, surprisingly, in 3 weeks' times, okay, about 20 to 21 days, the application has been approved. Okay, now this is a record-breaking processing time. 3 weeks. That gives me a shock. I'm not sure these lead times can be sustained or it will just happen once in a while. So hopefully the MOTEC can keep up the good works. Okay, shorten the processing times to within a month. Now this is a good news. And also I would like to congratulate the MOTEC staff for such a quick processing. Okay, now this is the number one, and surely we will monitor in November and December, see if the government staff can keep up the good works. Now, the number two is that since the implementations of appointment systems in October, okay, now there's been quite a difficult times for most of the agents like us. Okay, now we actually now the whole exercise for this online appointment system for visa endorsement, now they only allow us to make a booking every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and you can make the booking for the next coming weeks. Now this caused two issues. Number one is that without any appointments, okay, it will be very risky for the applicants to come to Malaysia, because if you come to Malaysia without any bookings, now you will have to just stay in Malaysia until you got an appointment to complete your visa endorsement. Now this is for sure. Number two is that the booking is only allowed for the next coming weeks. This is such a short times. If we got the appointment and we inform the applicants, now they will just have 1 week to apply leave to travel to Malaysia. Now this is for some occupations. Now it will be very difficult for them to apply for leave within a week. Now I have several applicants from certain countries. They are working in the healthcare industry, so they may need up to a month to get a leave. This is something that the MOTEC staff need to improve. Now I actually have sent in some improvements procedure for them to consider, so that everything will go back to normal. Now all applicants who wish to come to Malaysia for visa endorsement, they can do so whenever they wish. Of course, you need to arrange prior to come to Malaysia, and hopefully next month everything will go back to normal. Now this is my hope. Now this live broadcast is brought to you by Asia Home Services, MM2H SDN BHD. Okay, now we are the licensed agent in Malaysia, and also I would like to tell everyone, now we have some partners in overseas, especially in Taiwan, Macau, and also in Canada. So they are also licensed and registered with MOTEC. All right, now let me get back to the core issue of today's topics, now, which is most commonly asked questions on MM2H. Now I have actually searched the Google, okay, Now, the most commonly asked questions. Now, let me explain to most of the viewer. Now, before that, can everyone just let me know if you are watching from Singapore or watching from the North America's European countries and Australia, New Zealand. Okay, just let me know. Now let me turn on the notifications first, and if you are watching live right now, just let me know. Okay, write to me now, or if you are watching live streams, no, sorry, if you are watching a replay, and you can write down your questions afterwards. Now, let me check the most commonly asked questions on the MM2H. Okay, I actually print out those questions. Now, according to Google's, okay. Now, this questions number one: what are the new MM2H requirements? Okay, new MM2H requirement. Now, this has been you can actually find the answer directly from the MOTAC website. Now, okay, there has issued official MM2H guide in the website. Okay, you can look at the descriptions. Okay, now you can check out the descriptions. The latest MM2H guide. Okay, you can find all the answer in there. So this is very common. Now, how much is the fixed deposit needed for MM2H now? Fixed deposit will depend on the categories or depends on the tier you apply. Now, we know that you have a special economic zone or special financial zone located at a forest city, and also you have a silver, gold, and platinums. Okay, SEZ, the special economic zones, and silver, you will have to pay the agency's fees of 41,000 ringgit. Okay, 40,000 for the agencies and 1 ringgit as a participation fees for the governments. Now, this is for the first persons in the family, or what we normally call a principal applicants. All right, all dependents, all family members, all dependents will have to pay separately. Of course, it will be it will not be 40,000. Okay, it will be far less than that. It will be normally somewhere between 5,000 to 8,000 ringgit per dependents. Now, that will depend also on the age of the dependents and also the passport expiry dates of each dependents. Now, okay, remember, if you have any questions, just write to me, and surely please subscribe and click like. We have a few viewers right now. Okay, now I will change the live streams to Friday. I have not fixed the time yet at the moment. Hopefully it will be on Friday at 5 o'clock or 4:30. Now, question number 2: is property purchase mandatory? Okay, now this is a very simple question. Now, definitely it is a yes. Now, for special economic zone or special financial zone located at a forest city, the southern tips of Peninsular Malaysia, now you must buy property, the first-hand property from forest city. Okay, now at the moment, the minimum price will be somewhere around 470,000 ringgit to 480,000 ringgit, starting from this price for a condominium with size of 517 square feet, 1 bedrooms. Okay, this is for special economic zones. Now, for silver, the minimum purchase price will start from 600,000, or, okay, the keyword is or, the minimum threshold fixed by the local government. For example, in KL, in Kuala Lumpur, now the minimum threshold for foreigner will be 1 million ringgit. So 1 million ringgit will apply. Okay, For Selangor, it will be 2 millions. Okay, you just have to compare the 600,000 to 2 million. So 2 millions will apply. And similarly for a gold program, it will be a minimum of 1 millions. For platinum's category, it will be 2 millions ringgits. Okay, purchase is mandatory. Now, question number 4, how long do I have to stay in Malaysia under the MM2H? Now, the minimum stay is 90 days, but this only apply to principal applicants who are less than 50 years old. Okay, now talking about this, now there are two groups of people that the 90 days will not apply to them. Now the first one is dependents. All dependents, regardless of their age, is not apply to a 90 days stay, and all principal applicants who are 50 years old or above, they also will not apply into this requirement. So even for principal applicants who are less than 50 years old, now these 90 days can be shared and accumulated within the family members. Okay, you can share with your family members. Now, and if you have a big family members or a big number of dependents, now this 90 days is very easy to achieve, especially for those who have children studying at the local international school. Now this is absolutely not an issue. Okay, now question number 5, what is the visa validity for MM2H? Now this is a very tricky question. Okay, it is a very tricky question. The validity, okay, will depend on the tiers, the categories. Okay, for special economic zone SEZ, now it is a 10 years programs. For silver categories, it will be a 5 years program. For gold category, it is a 15 years program. For platinums, it will be a 20 years program. Now, having said that, each time you get the visa, the maximum period you can stay is 5 years. All right. Now the visa issued to you will not be more than 5 years. So this means every 5 years you still have to renew or extend your visa. Now, right? Don't get me wrong. For special economic zone, even you have 10 years, the actual visa issued to you is only 5 years. So every 5 years you still have to renew. Okay, remember that. Now, questions number 6. Can I bring my dependents under MM2H? Now, okay, definitely yes. Okay, they just have to pay separately. Okay, now that I have explained just now, most of the times the dependents, your family members, will pay somewhere between 5,000 ringgit to 8,000 ringgit. That will be depends on their age and also their passport expiry date. Okay, now questions number 7. Is there a participation fees for MM2H? Surely they have. Now the participation fees for SEZ and also for silver, it will be a 1,000 ringgit. For gold programs, okay, it is 3,000 ringgit. But for platinum's program, okay, it dramatically increased to 200 ringgit. 200,000, sorry, not 200, 200,000 ringgit. Okay, now because for platinums, you can run your business in Malaysia, you can do all kind of commercial activities that will bring you income in Malaysia. Now that's why it is a 20 years programs, and you can bring in your mates, you can run all kind of commercial activities in Malaysia. Right, now number 8, what about the MM2H program in special financial zone or special economic zone? Now that one, you must buy property before visa endorsement. So just make sure you buy a property within Forest City alone. Now, talking about Forest City, it is a man-made island in the southern tips of Peninsular Malaysia. Now, there are actually two parts of Forest City. Now, one part is a man-made island. Now, the other part is actually part of the peninsula, part of the mainland. Okay, but that one normally is bungalow or the semi-detached or cluster property. What sometimes you have all kind of terms. Now that is attached to the mainland. Okay, bungalow type. I think the cheapest price is somewhere around 1.25 million. But those condominium in the man-made islands will somewhere start from 470,000 ringgit now, if that's still available, because those who apply for the SDZ, surely I believe they will buy those cheapest property first. Okay, now questions number 1, do I need to show proof of income? Now this is also a very tricky question. Now at the moment you don't have to show proof of income. Alright, you don't have to show proof of income for your application, but if the immigration officer requests during the processings, if they request from you, you will still have to provide your proof of income. At this moment, most of the time you don't have to show that. I believe somewhere around 90% or 95% of the applications that do not request you to do so. All right. Now, questions number 10 is that who is applying for MM2H? Which nationality dominate now at this moment? All right. Applicants from Far East Asia. Okay. Applicants from China, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. Now they make up to 70% of the applicants. Right now, and the rest of the 30% come from all over the world. Now, questions number 9 for the most commonly asked MM2H questions in 2024 and 2025. How many people have been approved under the revamped MM2H? All right. Now, at the moment, I think the latest update was in 31st of July. Now, at that time, there were somewhere around 3,700 applications. All right, this is applications. This number have not included their dependents. 3,700 or 3,800 in July 2025. Now we haven't got any latest numbers, latest statistics until now. Hopefully by the before the end of the year, we'll got new statistics for that. Now, questions number 12. What kind of economic impact does MM2H have? Now, the most direct impact is that since the all applicants, you will have to buy property, because this is now a mandatory. Okay, now it will contribute slightly to the real estate industry. All right, now and I believe the impact will not be as significant as we thought. It will be, my belief is that it will be less than 0.5% of the national real estate transactions value. Okay, so it is not as significant as we thought. Now the other one is that since the applications, they will have to pay the participation fees of 1,000, 3,000, and also 200,000. This is a direct income for the government. Of course, it will be less significant, but the visa fees. now has been increased from 90 ringgit per year to 500 ringgit per year. Now for the visa fees, I think they will make a good money for the MOTAC or the immigrations, because not only the applicants, the principal applicants have to pay that, their dependents also have to pay that. So they will, the government may have make good money for that. And for the insurance company, they make some money. And the so-called spillover effect, okay, which is the 90-day stay in Malaysia, they will have to spend on their daily necessities, living expenses. This is also will benefit the countries, but I'm not sure how significant is that. Now, at the moment, since the inceptions of MM2H program traced back to 1990s, okay, until now, there are I believe more than 60,000 participants, including the principal and the dependents. All right, I believe it has more than 60,000 persons. Now, question number 13: can MM2H pass be used for work or business? Now, this is a yes and no questions. To work or to involve in any commercial activities, you can only apply the highest tier, which is the platinum categories. Okay, the rest of the MM2H, you are not allowed to be employed, you are not allowed to work or run business in Malaysia. All right, this is very important to those who are still new to Malaysia's My Second Homes program. Now, again, this live broadcast is brought to you by Asia Home Services, MM2H SDN BHD. Okay, we are the licensed agency in Kuala Lumpur. We are in Kuala Lumpur, but if you live in Penang or JB, no worry about that. We have our colleagues in both JB, Johor Bahru, and Penang. Okay, questions number 15. Is MM2H only for Chinese national? Now, no. MM2H is open to all nationalities. All countries with ties with Malaysia. All right. Now, number 16. What are the age requirements for MM2H? Now, the age requirements except the SEZ Special Economic Zone, which is 21 years old. Now, for silver, gold, and platinums, okay, you must be 25 years old and above. Now, how strict is the 10 years property holdings period? Now, nobody knows. Okay, nobody have an answer for you because the so-called revamped MM2H only implemented in 2024 or October 2024, so it has not reached the 10 years, so nobody have answer. Now, questions number 18. What happened if I fail to state the requirement for the 90 days? Now, according to MOTAC, okay, if you do not meet the 90 days stay in to fulfill the MM2H requirement, your visa can be revoked, okay, according to them. But until now, it has not. We do not have any numbers. Hopefully, no one will get their MM2H visa revoked, because the 90-day stay is very easy to achieve. As what I say, those principal applicants who are below 50 years old, you can share these 90 days with your dependents, so it's not too difficult to fulfill. Questions number 19. Can the fixed deposit interest be used for anything else? Yes. Okay, there's no restrictions on the interest of your FD. You can use it whenever you want. Okay, now questions number 20, which is the last questions. Now, how is MM2H positioned for Singaporeans as an investment lifestyle visa? Now, at this moment we have not seen increased application from Singapore. All right, even though we know that in January 7th, 2025, January 7th this year, the Singapore government and the Malaysian government have signed a treaty to form a JSSEZ, or what they call it, a Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone, to promote this area. And the Malaysian government have put in a lot of incentive for those companies who run their base in JSSEZ, Johor Singapore Special Economic Zone. But until now, we have not seen a great impact on the applicants, MM2H applications from Singapore. But anyway, Singapore application still make it to the top 10 list of in terms of numbers. Okay, we have JK9339. Before that, please let me know which country are you now watching the live stream from. Okay, do you cover Sarawak and Sabah as well? Now, I'm afraid I do not cover Sarawak and Sabah because our license, we are only licensed to run the business in Peninsula, in West Malaysia, not Sabah and Sarawak, because they have their own jurisdictions. For Sabah and Sarawak, we do not have their license. But anyway, if you contact me, I can share with you my counterparts in Sabah and Sarawak. You can deal with them direct if you want to apply for the Sabah and Sarawak. Now, talking about Sabah MM2H, you will also have to buy property. Now, okay, the minimum purchase amount in Sabah is 600,000, and that the additional restriction is that you can only buy high-rise building. Okay, you can only buy flat, apartments, or condominiums. You cannot buy any landed property in Sabah. Now, but in Sarawak, now that will depend. Okay, depend on your age. Now, purchase of property in Sarawak is not mandatory. Okay, this is a very good news. It's not mandatory. It will be just an optional criteria. Now, that will depend on your age. Okay, but the other problems with the Sarawak MM2H is that if your age is, I believe, is less than 40 years old or less than 50 years old, it could be less than 40 years old, you must send your children to Sarawak to study at the local international school. Without that, you will not be, you are not qualified to apply the Sarawak's MM2H. So there will always be a pros and cons. Now that will depend on your requirements. Okay, please let me know JK9339. Where are you from, and where are you watching these live streams now? Okay, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click like and comment. If you are just watching a replay, write down your comments down below, and there will be descriptions. You can also check out the description. There are some important link that you can check with. Now, I have created a website by myself. Okay, I have created a website. I have also write a lot of I believe it's good information in my website. You can check that out. Okay, the time now is 3:29. Okay, it's only 30 minutes past 3. Now, today's episode is all about most commonly asked questions on MM2H as searched by Google search. All right, and if you have any questions, please let me know, and I will try to find the answer for you. I will try to reply you. If I can't have a clear answer, I will get the answer for you from Motec. Okay, Now at this moment, thank you for watching the live streams. Okay, and I'll see you next week. And surely remember, I will change the live streams from Sunday to most probably on Friday, Friday at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and I will let everyone know. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye.